is this pointer or this keyword. Yes. So this keyword is very similar with respect to self keyword, which you have been done with respect to Python. Yes. So can anyone just tell me what is meant by self keyword with respect to Python and how it works and what is the use of that self keyword? Yes. Okay. So I will write a simple program with respect to Python. Then just tell me. Suppose I will create one simple class with name as ABC. After that, I will write one more function def, or I will just write the constructor. So here in this case, I will write the self keyword. And inside that self, suppose I'm using two different local variables a and b, and before that I have created two different variables. Suppose a1 is equal to 0 and a2 is equal to 0. Then how you are going to initialize a1 and a2 with the help of a and b? Is with the
Self
help of
dot
self
a is
keyword.
equal to a1.
Yes, guys.
Self dot a equal to a1.
Self dot a is equal to a1. Uh, in that case, we are directly using self dot a1 is equal to a, and second one self dot a2 is equal to b. Means we are initializing these two different variables a1 and a2 with the help of this a and b keyword or a and b value. So suppose you are going to provide the call for this particular class. Yes, how you are going to provide the call? ABC in bracket 10 comma 20. Yes. So what will happen? This particular 10 is nothing but this particular a, and 20 is nothing but this as a b. So 10 is directly initialized with respect to this a1 and 20 is initialized with respect to this a2. So then what is the meaning of this self keyword? Why we are using that particular self keyword? So self keyword we are using is just like as a current instance of that particular class. Okay, means no need to create the object, or with the help of without object we are directly initializing this particular instance variable a1 and a2 with the help of this local value or local variable a1 and a2. So similarly, with respect to C++ or inside the C++ programming language, we are using this keyword. Okay, so this is a keyword. Okay, and this keyword we are using as a current instance of the class. So this is the use of that particular this keyword. So this is a keyword and we are using that particular keyword as a current instance of class. Again, one more use of that particular this keyword is that with the help of that particular this keyword we are going to store the address of current calling object. So again one more use of that particular this keyword. With the help of this keyword or this particular keyword is going to return the address of the current calling object. So these are the two different use with respect to this keyword. And again we are using this particular this keyword. So I will write different uses. So there are two different uses with respect to this keyword. First one, we are using that particular this keyword to pass as a current object as a parameter. This is the first use. First of all, I will write here and then I will explain you. And then second one, we are going to refer that particular this keyword as a current class instance variable. So these are the two different uses with respect to this keyword. So just I'll discuss first one. We are using that particular this keyword as a to pass current object as a parameter. So in case of Python, just look at the right hand side. We are using here self as a current object, and we are passing that particular current object as a parameter. Yes, guys, clear? So same way we are using that particular we are passing that particular this keyword as again parameter to any of the function. So this is the first use. And second one, we are going to refer that particular this keyword as a current class instance variable. So to initialize this particular instance variable a1 and a2, which is available on right hand side. So to initialize both the variables, instance variables, we are using this keyword, sorry, self keyword in case of Python, but in case of C language, or sorry, C++, we are using this keyword. So I will write simple example here, so you'll get the better idea. So I will erase that Python code. Okay, so here I will write simple example class ABC. I'm using one instance variable. Now I'm going to create the constructor of that particular class, and here in this case I am using one local variable, and I want to initialize the instance variable with the help of local variable. So I am using this kind of representation normally. Next one, and suppose I want to display that particular variable, instance variable. So directly I am going to display that particular variable. Next one, I will first of all write down with the help of this. I am going to display, and next, suppose we want to display the address of current calling object. So in that case, directly we are using that this. So now, yes, what will happen here in this case, guys? If suppose, before that, just tell me inside that constructor integer val, yes, integer val, yes, the type of this val or category, this particular variable is nothing but local variable, and the scope of that particular variable is up to only that constructor. So this is called as local variable, and this integer val, yes, which we all declare inside the private access specifier, this is called as instance variable. Instance variable. Okay, and suppose now we have to initialize this constructor value to this instance variable. What will happen if suppose I will execute this code as it is? Yes, guys, what will happen if suppose, okay, I will provide the call, I'll complete this code as a, okay, and here inside the integer main I'll create that object, object as a1, and I will pass 10 value and a dot display. Yes, guys, what will happen? What is the normal execution with respect to this program? Yes, guys, reply.
10.
This 10 is nothing but parameterized constructor. Clear? This particular value is initialized to this local variable val, and val is equal to val, means what? Val is equal to 10, but that particular 10 is not initialized with respect to this instance variable. So to call that instance variable, we are using the current instance or the current instance of that class, and we are directly calling that, or we are using this keyword to initialize that particular variable, and we are using this syntax, this dash, then angular bracket and val. So in this manner we are going to initialize that particular variable, and with the help of this keyword we are going to display, we are going to print the address of current object. Okay, so just I will show you the execution, so you'll get the better idea. So again, tell me whatever the we have written in that notepad. Yes guys, which class we have been used? We have used the class ABC. And inside that class, I will remove this code. And inside that class, we have been used one instance variable.
Constructor.
Inside the public
Constructor.
constructor. Okay. So how we are going to represent that constructor? ABC. Then we are using one more local variable, and here in this case we are going to initialize that particular instance variable with respect to local variable.
Val is equal to val.
Val. Then next we have to display all the data. So in that case we are using this display function. So first of all I will just write simple value. So here in this case I will just write as a val.
Val1.
Val.
Val1.
Then I will use as a slash n. Okay, I will complete this class first of all. Next, cout using. Okay, before that, just I will execute after this. And suppose we have to call that constructor, then how we are going to provide the call? Yes, how we are going to call that particular constructor or going to call that class? ABC
dot display.
Directly display. First of all, call that constructor.
Nahi,
Initialize that value. Parameter. Right? A dot.
Yes, sir. A dot display.
See the execution. Guys, what is the output? Yes. What is the output? The output is 0. Yes, is this visible? Output is 0 to the right hand side.
Yes, sir.
But we have initialized that particular value instance variable inside the constructor with the help of 10 value. But why that val is not initialized? Yes, because this particular val is of instant type, and we are going to initialize that instant type variable directly with the help of local value. So this is not possible. To initialize that particular value, we have require the instance of that particular class. So that particular instance or the current object is provided with the help of this keyword. Now look at the output. Val as a 10. Yes, is this visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. So what change I have done? I have just added this keyword. Okay. This and that operator, okay, to initialize that particular value, because with the help of this keyword we are directly using the current instance of that particular class. So no need to directly use the object, because with the help of this he will directly accept what will be the current object which is available with respect to that class. He will directly use that particular object and he will initialize that particular value. Now I will display the value with respect to this val, what it will return as a val. Next one is the cout. Okay, suppose we have to display the address where that particular object is available or current object is available. So in that case we are using this keyword. So I'll execute. So I have printed 3 different values. So first one, okay, so look at the first value is 10, means we have initialized that particular instance variable. Second one, again that particular instance variable by default is available with the help of current object, so both are same. And third one is nothing but, what is this guys? Yes, what is this?
Address.
The address of that particular instance. Okay, so where that particular variable is available. Okay guys, clear? What is the actual use of this variable? This variable is used,
Yes, sir.
this variable is used to, yes guys, what is the use of this keyword? This keyword is used to initialize all the instances of that class. Okay, in that case we are using all the instance variable as well as functions also. So in that case we are passing that particular this keyword as an object, as a parameter to any of the function, and in that case again we are using that particular this keyword as an instance, as a variable. Okay, so I will write one more example with respect to this. Before that I will copy this code for your purpose. Okay, I will update here as a student. Okay, this is our blueprint with respect to class, and directly I am using the public access specifier, and inside that I'm using the student ID, and second one is the student name. These are the two different variables I am using inside that class. Next one, just write down the constructor. Yes, what is the constructor guys? Integer sid, and second one string sname. Now initialize both the variables, both the instance variables. Yes, how we are going to initialize both the instance variable using this keyword?
This SID equal to
This sid is equal to local variable sid,
SID.
and this
This
s name using the local variable s name. Okay, so up to this we have done with our initialization, and suppose we have to display all the values. So here in this case, yes, how we are going to display both the values? Okay, I will write here student id as a sid. Next one, I'll use the /n. Next one, student name as a s name. Okay, done with this. Next one. Yes, just provide the call for that particular class. How we are going to provide the call? Yes, first of all, we have to create the constructor of that class is the student S1. Guys, then directly we are going to
Yes.
provide allocation 101 is
Parameter.
the SID, and I will consider the first name as a ABC. Okay, I will use one more object as a 102, and I am using the value as a X, Y, and Z. Okay, and directly call which function? The display function to display s2 dot display. Now check what is the result. I'm not using slash n here. I'll use that slash n. So look at the better result. Okay, slash n slash n. Now check. Okay, so this is the message from display method. First one, student ID is 101 and student name is ABC. Next one, student ID is 102 and student name is XYZ. So what will happen here in this case, guys? So when you are going to create the first object S1, so by default, with the help of that S1, you are going to call that particular constructor, yes, and in that constructor you are going to initialize all the values or all the local values to the instance variable. So in that case, this keyword is going to refer which object? Yes, with respect to first constructor. In that case, guys, please reply. We have been used as a student. Okay, I will complete this class as it is, and I will directly write the integer main, and inside that I am writing first construct as a s1, and I am passing two different values as a ABC. Okay, and with respect to second one, student and s2, 2 comma XYZ. What will happen with respect to this constructor, guys? Integer SID comma the string name as a this SID is equal to SID, and this name is equal to name. What will happen when you are going to create or first object is created S1? At that time, this particular this is nothing but, yes guys, this is nothing but S1, and this particular this is nothing but S1. And when you are going to call, when you are going to calling that particular display method, when you are going to calling that particular display method, so what will happen with respect to that display method? Yes, we are going to printing both the values as a SID and name. So what will happen? So this particular SID is by default called with the help of S1 object, and this particular name is called with the help of directly S1 object. And when you are going to provide the second call for that particular display method, what will happen with respect to that instance variable? Instead of first object S1, now he will consider the second object S2 to display that message. And here again, in this case, he will use the S2 as to display that particular instance variable, because for each and every object, two different instance variables are created. Okay, so integer SID and second one is the string name. Yes, guys, I'll show you the execution one more time because first compiler is failed. So look at the logic. Now logic is same. Error, the expectation class name end with semicolon. Yes, both are display, one ABC, one ABC, because we have not provided here /n. So that's why both are going to display as usual. So again, I'm using the /n. Okay, guys, look at this output. So one ABC and two ABC. So for first one ABC, this particular output is from which object?
Yes, one.
Is from
Yes,
S1,
one.
and this one is second one is from S2 object. Okay, so when you are going to call this particular S1 dot display, so for this particular SID, he will consider the first object S1, and for this particular name, he will consider the first object as S1 as well, and for second object S2, again he will consider the instances which are already created for that particular object. So by default, with the help of this keyword, we are directly using the current instance of that particular class. Okay, clear, guys? How we are using that particular this keyword? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.